About the NSE, I am requesting Mr. ABHISHEK WALAWALKAR, who is looking after the brokers portion on behalf of NSE All India. He is among us. So let us listen to him also, that why NSE commodity. Over to you, Mr. ABHISHEK.
Thank you, Sabralji. Thank you all the dignitaries, and thank you everyone for taking time out. I know it's a Durga Puja. Generally people would prefer to be at home or hop on around pandals, but still taking time out for this particular event makes it's very meaningful for us. So thanks again. If you were to reflect back, right, and see as to how is the India capital market, right, a $5.5 trillion market cap, the way it has progressed in the last say 3 years, 4 years, every additional $1 trillion has taken like hardly 6 months or possibly a year, as compared to like tens of years of 15-20 years for the initial $1 trillion market cap. The progress has been enormous, right? And when we look at it, and especially if you were to like visit other countries, we travel a lot for the FI, FOW events which are being held in across US, London, Singapore, Hong Kong. I mean, Indian capital market and NSE, which has played a pivotal role in that particular capital market, they seem to be the envy of most other exchanges or most other people who are involved in the capital markets. The kind of robustness in the system, the kind of trust that NSE has managed to create, wherein a small investor is investing into a company whom he doesn't know even the promoter as to what the company, what the promoter of the company is, what does it stand for. The trust that NSE has managed to create is magnanimous, and the robustness in the system, the Six Sigma margin that we have, I mean, it is honestly a matter of pride for all of us, and it's all inclusive, right? It's not the only contribution of the exchange, it's all the members, it's all the end clients, the regulators, everyone has played a pivotal role in that. Goes without saying that NSE has definitely stood out in this particular thing, and from 1994 when it got incorporated to till date, the progress which has made in the capital markets, NSE has something that can clearly stand out in this particular thing. Now, if you were to think as to what is there after next 5 years or next 10 years, as India progresses towards a market cap of say 10 trillion or say 12 trillion in the next 7-8 years, I think obviously there are new products which will come in within the equities. There are new entities which will get listed on the SME side, on the main board side. But at the same time, one segment which needs to contribute, clearly needs to contribute, has to be the commodities segment. If you see globally as to what commodities contribution is versus equities, it's significantly higher. I mean, every day we deal in commodities, right? We buy, we sell, we consume. As a country, we are the largest importer of oil. As an individual, every day we are indulged into commodities. So how come this, we are ignoring this biggest pie of the segment? So with that as a thought, and with a clear vision of becoming at some point of time the largest exchange, commodities exchange globally, we have endured our journey, which started in 9th October 2023 when we relaunched our commodity product, and we'll be about to complete a year or so. We had a lot of stumbling blocks to begin with, and I'll spend few minutes on that. There is no co-location which is permitted. Unlike equities, otherwise it would have been life would have been much simpler. The exchange would have, the commodity segment of NSE would have looked very different from currently where it is. On the futures, once we launched futures, the requirement was to have a ADTO or the average daily turnover of 1,000 crores to be eligible to launch options. So a lot of other things which were as stumbling blocks, but leaving that aside, the progress that we have made, when we used to have like few hundred lots being traded, to today we have like average 60-70,000 lots. We had even reached 1 lakh lots on a specific day. The second piece is, if you see the depth in the on the crude, I mean, we have just, to be candid, as in we are just focusing on the energy basket to begin with, and we felt that if we are able to crack this energy basket, it will be much easier to replicate it across other physical as well as the bullion as well. So the depth, if you see now, and I keep on reiterating because possibly it might have happened that you would have checked the screen, few months back or few weeks back. Every week, every day we are making progress. You will see a top line of around 15, 17, which used to be possibly like 7, 8, 8, 9 earlier. The other piece that we'll see, the CPAI, which we have managed to build. From a few hundred lots in the last expiry date, we have managed to crack around like 6,000 odd lots of OI. I mean, that means a lot, as in 6,000 odd lots, right? Which just shows that there is a lot of participation which is happening across Pan India. We started off with like few 10, 20, 30 members were like. In the span of 1 year, we have currently around 240, 248 to be precise members which are live on the exchange on the commodities segment. Around 130 odd members keep on trading on a daily basis. If you see the segment that we had prop which is being enabled. We have HFTs which have started running their strategies. We have arbitragers who have started trading on both MCX as well as NSE. At the same time, now in the recent past weeks, we have seen arbitragers who are trading on CME as well as NSE as well. Given that they wanted like 1:10 or 1:11 ratio, the depth stands at 16-17. So we have started seeing traction on that particular piece as well. Another big piece which has been missing or possibly which has been a little bit delayed, I would say, because of different priorities in the book of work, was a large retail segment.